What's up, guys? It's Attack on Samurai, and here is a little team builder video for you guys that I made. So, anyways, this is a new team that I came up with, and this has actually been doing pretty well for me so far. I'm on the ladder at 1327 with this team, and I have about 18 wins, 5 losses. Well, not with this team, but so far I think I've had like 5 or 6 wins with this team so far. So this team is pretty solid altogether. But anyways, the name of the team is called Hyper Offense because it kind of has a little bit of bulk to it, and it also has a lot of offensive presence as well. Being PuffDaddy, my Mega Altaria, and also Zapdos, Bisharp, Volcarona, all those mons. So anyways, let's break down this team. So Ibuki, the Accelgor, is my trap setter for my team. Mainly there to, again, set up those hazards and stuff. So the moveset is Spikes, Toxic, Giga Drain, and Bug Buzz. Spikes, because again, Spikes can stack up, and it really hinders a lot of mons that are bulky, and just really just shuts them down. Toxic, same thing, just shuts down really bulky stuff. Giga Drain hits water types, also hits the common Rotom, Rotom Wash and OU, and also hits the ground types and stuff. And Bug Buzz, because that's Accelgor's strongest stab move, and again, of course, it hits things on switch-ins and such. And yeah, it's also Accelgor is a very fast mon, so very speedy, he has decent special attacks, so it can put that to use to a degree. So yeah, it's also Focus Sash, so that way it can live a hit, and it's Unburden, so that way once its item is gone, its speed gets boosted even further. So that just makes Accelgor after an Unburden boost pretty much like the fastest thing in the game. I think, or it could be tied with Deoxys speed, I think, somewhere around there. But basically, Accelgor is extremely fast once its Unburden is used. So yeah, now we're gonna move on to PuffDaddy, the Mega Altaria. So I've been wanting to use Mega Altaria for a while, so I'm really glad I got to use it this time around. So its moveset is Dragon Dance, Return, Dragon Claw, and Earthquake. Pretty standard offensive Mega Altaria set. Works pretty well too, so it can definitely be put to use against very bulky stuff. We'll get to some bulky stuff. Like for example, in one battle that I had, the battle that I just had before this recording. Actually, no, the second battle I had before this recording. No, the first battle I had before this recording, when I made it into the 1300s. This guy was actually using a Gliscor, very bulky, physically defensive mon. So I actually was able to set up on it, got a D-Dance up, and I was able to sweep the rest of his team. Once his Heatran and I forgot his other mon. I think it was actually I think it was Heatran. No, not Heatran. It was his Salamence, and something else went down before, which allowed me to basically sweep the rest of his team once Altaria gets it set up. So once Altaria gets it set up, it's pretty much game over. It's GG. So yeah, but the most common set that most people use for Mega Altaria is usually especially offensive set with Hyper Voice, Roost, Fire Blast, probably Cotton Guard or something. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen a Cotton Guard set for Mega Altaria yet, but anyways, that's basically it. So Return, strongest Pixilate, fairy type move with Pixilate, so it can hit extremely hard after that DD. Dragon Claw, I didn't really want to run Outrage because I don't want to risk getting that second turn confusion, so that's why I didn't want to. And also I don't want to get confused anyway with it, so that's also why. And Earthquake, because that catches Heatrans, and it also pretty much catches Heatran. That's why Earthquake's on there. So yeah, now we're gonna move on to Black and Yellow, the Zapdos. So Black and Yellow has been putting in the work with this set being choice specs. So it's got Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Heat Wave, and Signal Beam. Thunderbolt, strongest stab move that it gets. Well, it does get Thunder, but and I think it's Zap Cannon too. But no, I think that's Riku. But it's got Thunderbolt to hit things really hard with its choice specs. Got Volt Switch as well to get off strong Volt Switches with the choice specs in use. And Heat Wave, which again hits extremely hard with that choice specs, and Signal Beam as well to catch like psychic types on the switch in, or to catch like things that Zapdos can't normally hit. Like what else? Like Celebi, I guess. Tangrowth. What else? I'm trying to think of like a mon that Zapdos can't really handle without like a bug type move. Can't really think of any others. I guess Gothitelle, but you can just Volt Switch on that. Reuniculus, I guess. But basically it's just there to catch things like that. To catch things on the switch in. So yeah, hold up, I'll be right back. Sorry about that, I had to check something earlier, but anyways, like I said, Zapdos hits extremely hard with his choice specs. So yeah, catches things on switch-ins and stuff, and just allows a lot of utility with this team. Except for, ground types and stuff. I was actually considering. Now, I think Signal Beam can still stay, but I may have eventually changed Signal Beam for HP Ice, because I feel like that would be more effective, especially against things like Gliscor and Garchomp, and slow Garchomp. So I may do that, but for now, I think I'm going to keep Signal Beam. So, yeah, now we're going to move on to the next mon, which is Beteleguese, our Bisharp. So Beteleguese is going to be ran with a Lumberry being max attack, max speed, Adamant Nature, Iron Head, Knockoff, Sucker Punch, and Stealth Rock. So basically, Bisharp's there to take a burn or take some kind of status and then just hit things or set up the rocks, which really helps with Ibuki spikes. So Bisharp is really good at setting up hazards. So yeah. So then we have Miso. Iron Head's there to hit the fairies. Knockoff's there to knock off items. Sucker Punch is there to get that priority Sucker Punch off. And again, Stealth Rock is there to whittle down really bulky stuff and also whittle down like fire types and stuff. So yeah, and it's also got that Defiant boost. So that way, if some stats get lowered, then its attack goes up very high. So yeah, Bisharp can be very threatening, especially if my opponent sets up like sticky webs or something like that, or they go for defog on Bisharp. That's why Bisharp is such a good mon. When it comes to that, it just really punishes things. So that's why I wanted to have it on this team, because it really helps with that. It just really puts a lot of pressure on things. So now we're gonna move on to Volcarona. We're gonna go on to Raw the Volcarona, which apparently should have 252 in HP. I don't know what that was. I have no idea what that was. It should have had. It should have 248. 248 and. Okay, that was weird. I don't know what happened right there. But anyways, this moveset is actually a Quiver Dance, Roost, Fiery Dance, and Bug Buzz. Also running the lefties, and it's max HP, max special attack with 8 in defense. So basically, Volcarona is a very tanky mon. It's going to be kind of the tank mon on my team, but also very offensive mon as well. With that QD in tow with it, and the Fiery Dance as well. So Volcarona can just be a huge threat. Once QD gets set up. Actually, before QD, I had Calm Mind instead, but then I realized how dumb Calm Mind was, so I decided to go Quiver Dance instead, because since I don't have any speed investment in Volcarona, then it can't really outspeed stuff. So I decided, you know, Quiver Dance would probably be better, so that way I can outspeed stuff and get a lot of damage on something. So it's basically it. Volcarona is just there to eat up hits and just dish out stuff. I mean, it's just like, it's there to set up and also take hits as well. So that's mainly Volcarona's purpose on this team. So Fiery Dance is there to hit like the very bulky grass types and stuff, break those things. And then Bug Buzz is also there because it's a strong stab move and just hits things. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Raw. And now we're gonna move on to Rose, the Starmie, which is going to be ran physically defensive. So this is pretty much the only tank on my team. I mean, well, the only bulky mon on my team that doesn't have investment into stuff. So it's going to be ran physically defensive with Rapid Spin, Recover, Scald, and Cosmic Power. Also running the lefties as well. And also running Natural Cure, so that way Starmie doesn't have to worry about getting toxic or whatever, or getting paralyzed. So Rapid Spin is a really good utility move because I get rid of hazards. Since I do have four things on my team that are actually really weak to rock, so having a Rapid Spinner was very necessary for this team. So I really had to have a Rapid Spin user. Recover, so that way Starmie can, you know, eat up a physical hit and then recover up that HP that it lost. And then Scald, since it has a chance to burn it, can just whittle things down a lot. And then Cosmic Power, because you can't have enough bulk, so why not have more? So that's why Cosmic Power is there, because it can just bulk up Starmie a lot, and it can just eat up hits, recover, Scald things. It's just really good. It's been doing its job very well so far. So yeah, so that's the team. So I'm probably gonna be putting up a video, a battle that I have with this team. I'll probably just be doing like recorded battles I had on Showdown instead of like, you know, putting the team in my game. Not that I don't want to, it's just that it's not that I can't do it, it's just that I don't really want to. So yeah. But that's pretty much it for this team. For this little team builder. Let me know if you guys like the team and you think it's an awesome team and it's just going to destroy the meta and it's just going to be really out there. Everyone's going to use the team and no one's going to use like Landers T and the whole Landers T, T-Tar, what's it called, Garchomp, Keldeo, Latios, and probably Jirachi or some Mega on that team. Probably Mega Man Electric actually. No, not Mega Man Electric. Probably the common Mega you probably see on a team like that would be probably, yeah, I think it is Mega Man Electric on a team like that I just described. But oh no, actually it'd be Mega Lopunny, never mind. But yeah, so that's basically it. So I will see you guys when I put up my battle video. So yeah, take care and have a good one.